What's up, Rockstar? So you want to get bulletproof vocal confidence. Well, let me ask you a question. Have you been trying to learn to sing for some time now? Let me just tell you 3 things that's wrong with that. Number 1, if you're trying, then you're not doing. Okay, so if you say, I'm trying to learn to sing, well, that's very non-committal. Okay, you're just dabbling. Okay, I'm trying to learn to sing. That does not have the idea of commitment to it. Let's just say, for example, there's a pen on the desk and I say, okay, try to pick up the pen. Well, if you pick up the pen, that's you actually picking up the pen, right? But if you try to pick up the pen and you don't actually pick up the pen, then you're not doing anything. So if you start by saying, well, I'm trying to learn to sing, it's very non-committal. Okay, so let's think about the words that we say. You're not trying to learn to sing. You are learning to sing. Whoa, there's another mistake. If you're learning to sing, that's your identity of someone who's learning to sing. So do you have a belief around that that's like, I believe that I am trying to learn to sing, and I believe that maybe one day I will be a singer, but right at the moment I am learning to sing. So that's your identity. You're coming from this learning to sing identity instead of saying you're a singer. If you say I'm a singer, and then you believe, that's step 3, is believing that you are that. And you say, I am a singer. Then you are. Because right now, if you're singing and you're doing any of these things that, like, any of these practices, if you're practicing and you're singing songs, then you are a singer. So say, I am a singer. It's very positive. It's using an I am statement, which is very powerful. It brings it all in the now. I am a singer now. This is a lot of the stuff that I get into. And why is that? Because I am the world's first and only mindset-based vocal coach. I mean, that means that, like, one of the things that I really focus on is mindset, because so many people, you probably know talented people who you ask them to sing, they're really good, and you say, how come you don't sing for people? And they say, oh, I just don't have the confidence to get up in front of people. Well, that lack of confidence kills so many people's careers, and it just, like, if you think about that and you see somebody who's really talented and you go, well, how come you're not, why aren't you out there doing something with this? And they just say, well, I just don't have the confidence. How frustrating is that to listen to somebody that actually has talent, but the one thing getting in their way is confidence? And I've seen that too many times, okay? This is something that I've struggled with much of my life, is this confidence. And then when COVID happened, there was no professional music going on at all. So I had to kind of go, what am I going to actually do with my life if I can't sing for a living? What am I going to do? So I took this course, which was a transformational coaching program. My mentor, who's giving a presentation, what's called a be, do, have, which is much around what I'm talking about now. And his name is Jim Fortin. There's a link down below. Click on that, because that is starting tomorrow on the 6th of September, 2022. But what I want to do right now is I want to take you through a little test drive, a little tour of the Bulletproof Vocal Confidence course, and show you what's inside that, because I'm running a special right now and I'm closing down the doors on that forever on the 9th of September. 75% off discount only till the 9th, then I'm shutting it down forever, for good. It's going away forever. But right now, I'm going to jump into my computer to show you what is in there, how powerful it is, and how it can transform your life. So if that interests you, stick around. Okay, so here we are inside my computer where I wear glasses, and I've already logged in, so I just go to my library. This is all on what's called Kajabi, and it has an app that you can use for your phone. So you can see all of this stuff on your phone. Okay, so it's really, really handy. So you click on view product, and we go down here, we start the course. So these are all the sections that I cover. Okay, so this is just the outline, right? Course introduction and resources. This is very, very important, because I share a lot of resources in this section that you can see, about the instructor, blah, blah, blah. Let's get started. There's kind of a lot of things in here, why we lack confidence, audio. And then here is a full list that I have of different resources that are all in this list. Now, if you click on that, you'll be able to download it, but I'm not going to do that right now. So you'll see everything that's on that super secret list. Okay, so we start off with values, vision, and goal setting clarity. And why is this? Because if you don't know where you want to go with your career, with your voice, then you can never get there. You have to have a vision of what you want to do in order to set goals. And that goal that you set has to align with your values, because otherwise you will never be able to attain that. If you're, let's just say you have values of love and family and simplicity in your life, but then you set a goal to go on a stadium tour, those don't align unless you have a value of being like a rock star. Like that's your highest value, is like, I want to change the world with my music and I want to be a rock star. That is my highest value. Then you can set a goal saying that you want to go on a stadium tour because it aligns with that. Okay. So when your values and your goals are not aligned, they're just going to be like butting heads. You're not ever going to achieve those goals. So that's why we make sure that we align these together. And you can change your values if you want, but we go through how to do that in the program. Now, the other thing is, after that, we go through creating your future identity, because your identity is so critical to getting you to where you want to go. And the reason for that is because you will never outperform your identity. It's not possible. If you have the identity of someone who is learning to be a singer, or who is just trying to sing, that is a very limited identity. But if you have the identity of a superstar, rock star singer, and you adopt that identity and you live from that identity every single day, then you will be able to achieve that goal of being a rock star. But you have to start from that. And that's why I said click on that link there below for Jim Fortin's Be, Do, Have training, which will kind of explain that a little bit further, a little bit in depth. But in this Creating Your Future Identity course, I have a presentation that goes through and explain everything.
Add on the left.
So I have to just I have to mute that, okay? Because otherwise it'll go through there and I can't talk over it, because there's audio obviously involved in that. So what we go through this, just a quick snippet of this. Why is identity important? It's like the mask that you wear. It's your character in life. And if you work from that identity, then you build that character around that identity. So let's just take a look at these two identities. There's a homeless man, and then there's a guy flying on a private jet. And they have two very different identities. And they have beliefs and stories around it. Let's move on to how we create a new identity. Okay, so we look at all our stories, beliefs, and meanings we have of our current identity, and we can rewrite the opposite and reprogram that. Okay, and that's done through subconscious reprogramming, and I get into that a little bit later. But this is like, we use self-hypnosis. We use so many tools actually to get you where you want to go. The way we do this is subconscious reprogramming. Your subconscious runs 90 to 95% of your day. So your subconscious is your left brain. It's the sort of the intuition and things like that. It's the part that when you go to sleep that has all these crazy dreams and everything like that. That is the part that's running your dream. And when you wake up in the morning, your right brain engages. I get into this a little bit more. Okay, so this is like subconscious. Your left brain looks at a menu and just sees words. Your right brain, if it sees the dessert tray, it has that five sensory imagery And that really speaks to our subconscious as opposed to the conscious mind, which just reads words. But our subconscious mind is going to drive us to buy a dessert if we see them. Your subconscious is like, okay, that is what I want. That image, like I could taste that, I could smell it, I could just, that's what really starts you drooling when you see the dessert tray, as opposed to reading the desserts menu. It just doesn't have the same impact. Okay, so that's the difference between the two. Then we go through creating an alter ego for you as well, which you can work from that, and that's your future identity. Then the next section, we get through this success through commitment and habit, because once you start to create that identity, you have to actually create the habits around that identity that are going to actually help you to succeed. And this slide here, I love to share this slide here, because what we get in life is not what we want. What we get in life is our habits. Okay. Let me explain. On the left, you see the guy that is eating a chicken and drinking a beer and watching TV. Okay. And you see his physique. So he may want to be the guy that is fit and attractive, but if he has the habit of really like destroying his body with, too much food and the wrong foods or fatty foods or whatever, then he is going to have a poor physique. Okay. So, or let's say a less than healthy physique. Okay. He's not the worst I've ever seen, but he's certainly not as fit as the guy on the right, who he has the habit of going to the gym. So we don't get what we want in life. We get our habits. So if you have the habit of going to the gym, you are going to be a fit person. You're going to have a good physique. And if you have the habit of eating poorly in front of the TV, you're going to have the outcome that comes with that. So this is just a little bit how we create a habit. And then I get into a little bit more, okay, the habit creation, the TART method, okay, which is trigger, action, reward, and track. So a lot of what I share in here is from many, many books and many, many hours and thousands of dollars with courses and, reading these books and kind of, taking notes on these, and putting this all in a program that you can get through and actually create transformation in your life. Now, I also have in here a 90-day habit tracker bonus sheet that you can track your new habits with. And then the next section is the confidence secret weapon that will make you bulletproof. Now, I'm not going to get into the super secret parts of this and the how to stay bulletproof for life, but through this course, you can see the value that's involved in here, the transformation that you will get out of this. It's something that you can do in 4 to 6 weeks and completely transform your life. I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to jump back out. Blue Skidoo, we can too. Let's get out of here. All right. So I hope you enjoyed the little tour, the test drive of Bulletproof Vocal Confidence course. And, like I said, if you're interested, there is a link down there, 75% off discount until the 9th of September. Then it's going away forever. Okay. So if you want to get in now, because there won't be a chance after that. I'm not going to run it again. Click the link down below, the 75% off Bulletproof Vocal Coaching. Bulletproof Vocal Confidence. If I only had the confidence to say it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Rock your best vocals where your best keeps getting better. Like and subscribe and all that stuff. Hit the notification bell. And I will see you guys on the next one. Rock.